am not sure if my camera was on before, but I will show you what I did. Is that, so I made a line with my permanent pen here. And then I got my paint to test to see if that ink is going to move after I paint on it. And it didn't, but I can see it through there. It does not move. Okay, good. And then what I did by mistake is I started filling in her face, and I am using from Delta. It's called Flesh Tan. Now, you use whatever you have. Sometimes when you paint, like this color looks a lot lighter than what it's showing up here, but that's that. That is what I'm going to use. I use what I have. So, I started painting, see, when I shouldn't have. What I really need to do first is to do my line work on the eyes and the lips. And I did do it over here, and what I said is try to make your lines not scratchy. All projects start out looking scary, but believe me, in the end it will be marvelous. Now look at that. That is not the same, but that is just the way it's going to have to be. I don't know if I was recording when I said erase your lines. A floofy, I call it a floofy, to remove your crumbs, eraser crumbs. I'm watching my timer. It is 3:47. So I am going to stop at 4 o'clock and go upstairs and get my, what do you call it? And get my Stepford wife on. Okay. Oops. Water. Blot out. And I did put some paint on my palette. This is the palette I've been using for these other projects that I've done. And I don't think I'm going to go around the edge with the pen. I'm just going to follow my line. Now the trick is to load and then press and paint. And that line on my left is my edge. That is what I'm looking at. Turn your page so it is comfortable for you to paint. So press and follow that line. Press and follow that line. Here you go. Now this is a 12. It's a little wide. It's good. Just, you want your brush, you pick your brush based on the size of your painting or what you're doing. Alright, now I will go around her mouth. This is going to require 2 coats because it is very patchy. I am sure you can see that it's patchy. Do what's comfortable for you when you're painting, but it is easier to pull towards you so you can see where you're going. Doesn't matter, whoops, it doesn't matter where you've been, it matters where you're going. And everything is fixable. Now, I am painting wet on wet, and the only thing that does, it makes a hole. And you can see it right there, how it makes a hole. So I have to stay away from that. And always pay attention that you don't get like your wrist part there on the wet paint, because if you could have an accident. I don't know if you joined me on this page, but I have a piece of masking tape that extends over here. Fortunately, my face just went on the edge, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Let's finish up these eyes. No, not the eyes. The eye area on the face. So you can see I just kind of made a mask. I am going to use my heat gun to dry this because it does need another coat of paint.